to the channel. Welcome back for another video. So how are you all doing this week? How's it been? For me, it's been interesting. So if you are new to this channel, hi, how are you? We talk a lot about minimalism and simple living on this channel, and today I kind of wanted to merge makeup and minimalism together and show you what I have in my makeup bag as a minimalist. But also, while I do my makeup, I wanted to answer some questions that I've gathered about minimalism. Kind of like a two-in-one video. I'm doing a minimalism Q&A and a what's in my makeup bag kind of video. I think we should put some makeup on, but before I do, I just want to, clarify that these are my opinions, these are my thoughts. Obviously, you are full entitled to disagree with me, agree with me. We can have that discussion in the comments, as long as we're all respectful to each other. So, as a minimalist, I love to have a makeup bag that has like my essentials for like a certain amount of time. I do rotate my makeup bag so I know I'm using everything, but this is kind of like the winter edition for 2021. So this is just a collection of things that I have used a lot throughout this winter, and I just want to show you that whilst doing my makeup and answering some minimalism questions. So let's go. I hope this is close enough for you guys to see what we're working with. This beautiful spot here. I normally put a thing in my fringe, but I can't be bothered doing that today, so we're just gonna roll with it. So I'm gonna put some concealer on my eyeballs, and this is a great minimalism trick for you guys, is that I don't own my primer because concealer does the job, and I think it does a better job because it's like a two-in-one. It's covering any veining, which as I've got older I've noticed I've had darker veining, and it gives a good base for your eyeshadow to stick to. So I don't own an eye primer. And another tip and trick: use your stinking hands. Like, you don't need a billion brushes. Your hands are given to you to use, and they do an amazing job at your makeup. So the makeup palette, or the eyeshadow I should say, that I've been obsessed with this winter is being the Naked 2 Basics. Look how cool, they're literally cool, like they're cool shades. I've been really enjoying this palette because of the coolness, and I think this year I've been drifted more towards the cool tones. So I'm just gonna apply this, and we're gonna get on to my first question. Do you have to get rid of everything you own to become a minimalist? And for me, no. Definitely not. Minimalism isn't about owning nothing. Obviously you have people who do have nothing, and if that works well for them, then that's amazing. But minimalism is more about your way of thinking. Minimalism and minimalists tend to think more deeply about the things that they're bringing in, and then about the things that they're getting rid of. So no, you don't need to get rid of everything you own to class yourself as a minimalist. You can own everything that you own right now and be classed as a minimalist, as long as everything that you own serves you and you don't have anything that you don't use or doesn't bring you something. I'm just adding a bit of my highlighter to my eyes because I've enjoyed doing it. It's adding a little something to the eye. Okay, so that's my eyes done at the moment. I do like my eyes, and then go into my face, then go back to the eyes. I'm gonna go in with my foundation. It's an amazing foundation stick. Just love it. This is maybe like my third one. Second question: what do you like about minimalism? There's a lot of things I like about minimalism, but I'll just talk about the few that pop into my head right now. I love knowing every single thing that I own. I know that everything has a purpose and has a reason for being in my room. Nothing is wasted. I also love the kind of financial side to minimalism and also simple living, because when you adopt that lifestyle and that thinking, shopping kind of becomes harder because you're constantly thinking, do I need this? Will this serve me? For how long will this serve me? And I love that because I end up not wasting my money. It's so much easier to save money when I have that, because I'm not spending all this money on clothes. It's more makeup for me growing up that I'd spend all my money on, makeup. The ability to be able to pay for and invest in things that I wouldn't necessarily be able to if I was spending money on a weekly basis on things that I don't actually need. Okay, so next question. Should you or can you convince your significant other to live a minimalistic lifestyle? I don't think that's your decision to make, because your significant other is their own person. You know, my boyfriend is not a minimalist, to say the least. He doesn't buy things all the time, like definitely not. And he doesn't declutter and stuff like that. Like, he doesn't do that. He's just not that. He's just buys what he wants when he wants and just lives with that, and that's completely fine because that's who he is. I don't think it's right for you to necessarily force minimalism and like decluttering and all that stuff on your significant other, because that's not who they are. If they want to be, that's different. If they've shown an interest, like, oh, what are you doing? Like, can you help me with my stuff? Or like whatever, you know, that's them coming to you. You shouldn't really force them on it. And that's why whenever I do like my decluttering videos, I leave his stuff completely alone, because again, that's his stuff. You know, when it gets a bit crazy, I do kind of be like, do you think you should maybe get rid of some of your clothes because you can't fit it all in the drawers anymore? You know, just suggesting I think is fine, but when it comes to you doing it yourself or forcing him, being like, you shouldn't buy that because you've already bought blah blah blah, you already have, you know, I think that's a bit controlling. It's just not for everybody, and that's fine. You just kind of take over where you can. And by the way, the blushes, look how beautiful. How stunning. Next question is, how do you make shopping decisions? This is pretty simple. I make a list of things that I want, you know, when it comes into my head, like, oh, it'd be nice to have this. I have a list, I put it on that list, and then that's where it stays until I either buy it or I decide, actually, I don't need that. I've got something that works just as well, and then it comes off the list. So that's kind of what I do. Yeah, and I've talked about this in many a video, and I feel like every single minimalist simple living YouTuber has also talked about it, but having the mindset of like thinking constantly, do I need this? Like, do I truly need this thing? Okay, now almost finished. I got my mascara. This is like my only mascara right now, and it's the Maybelline Total Temptation. Just look at, I'll do one eye and show you the magic. See the difference? What? And then lastly, to cover up the cracking and dry lips, we have Mad Lip colour, which I love, and my boyfriend also loves it, which is a plus. Okay, so our last question is, do I follow the same minimalism principles with my phone and like technology in general? And yeah, of course I do. It's probably easier to get rid of apps than to get rid of like actual items. My phone is pretty minimal. You know, I only have the one page of apps. I think Apple has made it very easy to keep a minimalism look because of that new library setting. I have all my everyday apps on the one screen, slide thing. But then I do have like apps like my banking apps and stuff like that that I don't use on a daily basis but still like to have on my phone. Yeah, my phone and my iPad, very minimal. And I think, you know, it's because I don't use my phone other than to post to Instagram, use as a microphone. So yeah, my phone's very minimal and I like to keep like that. I like to keep a very clean look to my phone and to my iPad and to every other technology that I have because it makes it easier to use and to work on. Look at me, minimal all round. So this is my makeup look that I have been rocking this winter. I love that it's like subdued, and I feel like subdued is quite sophisticated. But yeah, I like how it looks very minimal, which is quite fitting for this video. But yeah, I hope this video was okay for you guys. I know it was a bit of a mishmash of topics with minimalism and makeup, but it's what we're here for. Yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing week and an amazing weekend, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.